All right, Kel, where were you at when the intruder drill happened?
Outside.
You were already outside?
Yeah, I was already outside.
Did you hear the announcement at all?
Yeah, actually.
So you knew that we had an intruder?
Yeah.
Where did you go? What'd you do?
I went out, okay, so in biology, I was in the biology lab, so I went out to the right, and there's this long hallway. We used that to get out from the front of the school,
Okay.
and then we went all the way around to the middle school.
So if you had to do it again, would you do anything differently?
I would probably try to speed it up. I mean, since it was a drill, we didn't take it as serious as we should have.
All right.
But yeah, if there's anything I would change, is just how seriousness we take the drill.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was in the commons when the intruder drill happened, and I walked out the double doors next to the cafeteria.
Hey, Devin.
This is Devin.
Where were you at when the intruder came in?
In my office.
And what did you do?
Listened for the announcement and then went out the door.
Which doors did you exit?
One's in front of me.
If you had to do it again, would you do anything different?
No.
Thank you, Devin. Where were you at when the intruder drill happened?
When that happened,
Yes.
I was going walking to school, like to middle school,
Yes. So whenever they made the announcement, where were you at?
in the library.
In the library? And what did you do?
I walked outside to the middle school.
What doors did you exit?
The ones next to the
By the pack?
yeah.
Very good. So if you did it again, what would you do differently?
I won't go there.
You wouldn't go that route?
No,
Fine.
because the whole school was there.
All right. Where were you at when the intruder came in?
I was in Newman's room, which is right by the commons.
Okay. And what did you do?
At first, we stayed in because the intruder was right by there, and then we got out as soon as they gave the announcement.
So you just hung out?
Yeah, kind of. We
Yeah.
barricaded the door.
Oh, barricade. Very good. All right. Gotcha. What part of the Alice drill would that be?
The stay safe or the lockdown.
Lockdown. Boom. Got it. So when did you exit? When did you evacuate?
When they said they were in the back hall,
Okay.
we figured that we had enough time to get out of the front doors, so we went out to the office.
Perfect. If you did it again, what would you do differently?
I feel like we kind of took too much time in deciding what we were going to do,
Okay.
so we probably need to figure out what we're going to do quicker.
Be more decisive?
Yeah.
Love it. All right, thanks.
Hi, I was in the math resource room when the intruder drill came on. So we have several doors we have to barricade. Our students quickly went into action, building barricades by all of our doors. Mr. Albertson wrapped his belt around the elbow of the door. Unfortunately, we found out that actually wouldn't help in the event of an intruder because his belt was broken. Our kids got quiet once the barricades were built and we waited for further instruction. We didn't feel safe evacuating, so we just stayed in the room the whole time. After talking to Coach Swab about our choice to not evacuate, I went out in the hallway and realized we're a lot closer to an exit than I originally thought. So I think next time we would maybe take a chance and try to exit if the intruder was on the opposite side of the school.
They all got wind of the breathalyzer when they got there and took off.
What's up?
What's up?
During the intruder drill, where were you at?
Library.
In the library. What did you do?
Exited the library and then the building.
Okay. What door?
One over there by the PAC.
By the pack, okay? All right. How was that experience?
Awful.
Why?
Because kids were moving like turtles, and I kept yelling, if there's a man with a gun coming down the hall, you should be moving faster.
Very good. All right. If you had to do it again, what would you do differently?
Probably direct more kids to go out the other PAC doors
Okay.
and yell more.
All right. Thank you.
Alright, so I was in the bathroom and I barely heard the announcement, but I heard that it was the intruder drill, but I didn't hear where he was, so I just walked out and he was standing right there. So then I just,
Who was standing right there?
Officer Rennie.
Oh, the intruder?
Yes.
Okay, so during the intruder drill, I was here in the resource room. I was actually looking at our sensor situation by the door before the intruder drill happened and trying to block off the windows, figuring out what would happen if we did have that scenario. And then it came overhead head that we had an intruder. So shut the doors, locked them, and started telling people to start moving stuff to barricade it. And they looked at me like I was crazy. Like, oh, we're actually doing this. Yeah, we're actually doing this. So we barricaded, and then once we heard that the intruder had moved to a different location, I pointed to the side door and said that people could filter out. I went over there, and it ended up being a large group of people trying to get out. There wasn't enough time for everyone to get out. So what happened was as many people as we could get out left, shut the door again, rebarricaded, and it was like me, 5 students, and Mr. Hull. And I think we were safe.
Okay.
I don't know.
So if you had a chance to do it again, what would you have done?
If we did it again, I just would want everyone to be on the same page. Just having students be more aware of their surroundings and what the best plan of action is. There was too many people to go out one door. It created like a bottleneck, of people trying to get out, and the people on that side of the room probably had a better chance of making it with everyone else needing to stay over here to remain barricaded. And then also, there's an issue with the sensors. If you get too close to our door, the sensor activates and people can get in. So that's a concern as well, is figuring out what do we do with that sensor to make sure that we are safe and we are barricaded the most appropriate way.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Okay, I was in room 13. I went down the hallway and went out the back doors. The back doors were extremely congested and moving too slow.
I was in Mr. Lowe's Spanish class, and we just had to try to evacuate quickly, but for me, I couldn't do it. I can't run.
What doors did you use?
We used the back hallways.
Back hallway by the choir room?
Yeah, by
Okay.
the choir room.
Perfect. Gotcha. If you could do it again, what would you do differently? Not have a bum knee?
Yeah. Try not being able to exit quickly and just like be for real instead of joking around.
Okay. Perfect. Hey Hicks, where were you at when the intruder came in?
I was in the social studies resource room.
What did you do?
Ran down the back hallway out the back doors
Immediately, or did you barricade first?
immediately.
Immediately. Okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
because he was over here.
Which doors did you exit out of?
The doors back there in the corner.
So you went from the social studies resource down to the packed doors?
I went right at the door and then down the back hallway.
Back hallway?
Yeah, by that
By
back
the pack,
door.
right.
Yeah.
So you do it again, what would you do differently?
I don't know. Go
Don't know.
faster maybe.
All right. Perfect.